Hey guys, welcome back to No Picnics Allowed. Today you're going to just watch me clean and we're just gonna chat. Anyways, let's get started. Hope y'all been hanging in there with this whole outage thing in New York. I'm not sure what that's about, but that was crazy. And it was so crazy too at that time, like I was at the dentist, I had to go clean my teeth. And I was like, damn, they're gonna mess with these trains. I'm gonna have to, wait hella long. But fortunately for me, I was good. So yeah. Ooh. Trying to clean this rice up. Like you can't put food in the dishwasher. Some people don't care, but I try to get all the food out before I put like dirty dishes in the dishwasher. And now I have to unpack the dishwasher. Give me a sec. And then with this whole Biden dropping out, girl, there is a God. There is a God watching us, because I was like, I wanted him to quit so bad. Like you ever wanted somebody to quit so bad in your life? Like I was like, Lord, please, like, Lord, if this man could just get, like, God, just take him out anyway, how, Lord? And, God said, you know what? I'm going to put something on his mind and he's going to just leave the office, And I said, praise you, Jesus. Praise you, Jesus. He ain't going to run. Praise you, Lord. And then I was rooting for Trump, right? And then all of a sudden I'm hearing about like Project 2025. This man talking about he wanna touch like reproductive rights. And that's where he's losing me, child, because why is a man talking about reproduction rights when he's never had a pom-pom ever in his entire life? And don't he have like daughters or something, nieces and like whatever? It's like, why is it always these old white men telling us what the hell we need to do with our pussy? I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's always them. And it's so aggravating, because let's say you need to get an abortion. Let's say you were raped, right? Let's say the pregnancy is not going so well. You need to abort the baby. And now this doctor is scared to touch you because she don't want to lose her license. She don't want to get sued. She don't want to get whatever, right? And your hands is literally in the government hands, and it's not in your hands. That's a human right that everybody should have. It shouldn't even be a discussion. Like we're in 2024 talking about if a woman should be allowed to have an abortion. We're in modern times. I feel like everything is like going backwards. Everything is going backwards, y'all. It's just so sad. I know this conversation is like very touchy. These are shorts if you see them, so don't think I'm showing you anything. But it's a very touchy conversation. A lot of people, try to stay away from it. But no, let's have this conversation, because I want to always have access to abortion. Like, what if I don't like that dude, right? What if I was safe, but then something happened? Like, what if I was really busy and I just didn't have time to get birth control that week? So now I should be stuck with that child for the next 18 years of my life. Not even 18 years, because you still got to put them through college. And if you're a good parent, you got to stick with them through their entire life. Guys, no, The fact that women have to leave certain states to go into other states to get an abortion, it's sad. And it's unsafe for them to go through that lengths. And what's going to happen is, if they ban abortion or make it hard for women to get abortion, there's going to be illegal abortions. And those women are going to die and get hurt. And they don't care about that. I'm not sure if y'all watch like that show called Handmaid's Tale, right? Literally, you need to watch that show if you didn't watch that show. I think it's on Netflix. And it's basically like it's like a society where men, it's like a state. I can't remember the state, whatever, but men are like in supreme control. Like there's women that just basically like surrogates, right? And then there's women that are for like intercourse, and they have to follow this religion. I don't know, some ish like that. Child, it's crazy. And the women are forced to birth the master's child and all type of nonsense. Girl, I cried so many times in that show. You know why I cried? Because deep down, I know who men really are. I know who they really are. And men do not have the capacity to love a woman and then love a woman unconditionally. That's why I cried, because I knew if men already have their way, right? But if these average men that you see walking around really had their way, like if there wasn't any rules in society, they would just be dominating, abusing women way more than what you're seeing right now. Way more. Because even in that society, those women were still getting abused. There were times when they weren't like trying to, what's that word? They weren't trying to like have sex to have a baby. They would take the woman outside of that, and they're not allowed to do that, right? They took the woman outside of that, brought them to a hotel to try to have intercourse with them, which you're not allowed to do. Those women were just there for like procreation. And those men still went against the rules that they made up. And so men will always try to find a way to like submit women to dumb-ish things that they don't want to do. Crazy, it's just crazy. I don't know, I've been here for like 15 years, like in America, and I've never seen it this bad. To tell you the truth. With prices, the energy of people, there's definitely like a spiritual warfare. All my spiritual people stand up, because you know what the hell I'm talking about. There's something coming that's big, and I can't explain it. Am I preparing for it? I feel like I would prepare for it if I had the money, or if I was like in a different mental space. Like, it's easy to say, oh my God, get your life together, God is coming. But then when you're battling like demons and ish like that, and then just personal issues of life, you get easily distracted about what's going on in the world. It's so hard to like prepare for what's to come. It's hard to like build up your pantry when these prices are sky high. It's hard to worry about God and believe in God sometimes, when every time you pray you feel like you just talking to a brick wall, and you trying, but you having faith, but like nothing's happening, like and it's just hard to believe in a higher power when things are just not going your way, and you're in like a state of depression. It's just hard. You just feel paralyzed emotionally sometimes. That's how I feel, at least. How I deal with it, I have a therapist, I work out, but sometimes I feel like that's not even enough, And then I just feel disappointed in myself because, I turned 25, and I'm looking at my life right now, and I'm saying to myself, wow, like, Ocean, you're 25. There are girls who are 18, 19 years old, millionaires, have their own, like, everything. Like, what are you doing in life? Like, why are you, not where you wanted to be? And what I think it is, I really feel like I had or have like clinical depression, which I think I got from my mom. And so it's affected me at school. It's affected relationships, friendships, work, everything. Like, I just didn't have I just didn't want to live, like, like trigger warning or anything, but I just didn't have I just didn't want to go out. I just didn't want to live. It's like I was just existing. I was just existing in life. Like I wasn't living life. I had money. I had 10K in my account, and I would just be at my house, like go to work, come back home, wait for the next day. Some days I would look like shit at work. Some days I would look like a baddie. Like it was just emotionally, like I feel like I was just all over the place, right? And I couldn't. Depression is not something where it's just like, okay, bitch, like we're just gonna get it together. Like depression is not wanting to wash your eyes, not wanting to get up out of your bed, not wanting to brush your teeth, not wanting to do shit, not wanting to go outside, not wanting to interact. You know, you don't have an urge to enjoy life. Like you don't have it, and you just want to lay there and just kind of just veg out. You just want to just, you know, be invisible. Like, and there are times when I go outside, I'm like, damn, I wish I could just be invisible. Like, I just don't want nobody to see me. I just want to be invisible. I just want to go throughout life. And it's just like, but when you're me, and I would like to say I'm an attractive person, and then I'm 5'7" on top of that. Whether I put my head down, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to be looking at me, staring at me. A guy's trying to talk to me. Or somebody say I'm beautiful. Or people are just going to look at you and be like, oh, I see this human. You know, like I don't just blend in the background. You know, I'm not saying, oh my God, she's walking down. She thinks she all that. Everybody's saying that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying, you know how there's some people in life where they kind of just blend in with everybody. And there's some people that are like, oh, that's interesting. Like people just look. You know who you are, like, you know, if you walk in a room and like people, they see you type thing. And it's like, I had to come to realize like Ocean is my actual name, Oshin. Ocean, that's a Japanese show in Jamaica. It's not showing anymore, but that's where I got my name from. That's what my mom named me. But I don't know. I just realized, like, no matter if you put your head down or head up, like, people are going to look at you regardless. Just because you're human, just because you're attractive, just because they got eyes, like, people will look. And so you need to have your head held up high all the time, no matter what you're going through in life, you know. And this year, I'm going through, like, a lot of things, like, that to a lot of people is embarrassing. And, you know, I still had to hold my head high because I'm not going to let anybody see me fall. I'm not going to let anybody see that she gave up on herself. Look at her. She, you know, like I'm never going to give anybody that satisfaction anymore, you know. And you shouldn't either. Like, no matter what you're going through in life right now, put your head up high. Put your head up high because, like, a lot of people are waiting for you to really mess up in life. Not because, oh, they're a hater, they're this, they're that. Not everybody's a hater, right? But some people like the fact that because they're struggling or they're going through something, they want to see other people struggle and be miserable too. So they don't feel too bad about their situation, right? Misery love company, right? Let me close this cabinet because I know it's annoying somebody. But yeah, misery love company. So never give people that satisfaction that you're going through hard times. Keep those things close to yourself. Always, when you go outside, try to be presentable. I know it's easier said than done because if you're feeling depressed and, you know, life is crashing down, right? How am I telling you to always go out there, put on a makeup, put on a lip gloss, put on some Blistex, do some mascara, straighten your hair, right? How am I telling you to push yourself together? When you look good, you feel better about yourself. Never look like what you're going through because you never know what opportunity will present itself and then you're not ready for it. Always be ready for success, always. And I'm going through it with you as well. I'm in this journey with you as well. I haven't made it there. We're going through this together, right? And so that's just something that I learned that I'm telling you. I used to talk to this guy. We'll name him. We'll name him Shamar. I don't know why I chose Shamar, but Shamar. So I used to know Shamar from school and whatever, from like middle school or whatever. Really funny. He's Jamaican just like me. He still has his accent. You know, does real estate, trucking, whatever. Unfortunately, that situation never really went anywhere due to him not being where he wanted to be in life. And you know how men are. Men play games, whatever, right? But one thing I learned from him, right? He always said, whether he's doing bad or good, nobody will ever know. Like, yo. And it's different from like when people go on Instagram and they flossing and shit. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, this is a man that doesn't go out and speak negatively about himself. He's always very positive. Like, he could have the most shittiest day. Like, you know, he's still gonna come and he's gonna be positive, you know? And I could never understand, like, how in the world is somebody this positive all the time? You know, how? He lost a business deal. How are you positive, you know? But he just has this thing where he's just like, he'll never give that person a satisfaction that he's struggling or he's in a bad space in life. Because you will be thinking, right? Like, you're talking about your problems to somebody and they're feeling, oh my God, they're feeling sorry for you. A lot of people are secretly happy that you're not where you're supposed to be in life. They see that light in you and they're so glad that you haven't found that light in yourself. Because they know if you find that light, oh, girl, it's over. It's over. So I will, you know, just a little update. I will be doing some workouts on this channel, showing the girlies a little background about, you know, me. I used to do track in high school for 2 years. I had 2 Jamaican coaches. My events were 400, 200. I did long jump one time. I never did it again. Maybe I wasn't that good, but those were my events at the time. And so I've always had, like, what can I say, that athlete mindset where it's just like, I can push through pain to get through the other side when it comes to the physical part, right? So you know how some people, like, they start to work out and they just stop because they can't handle the pain. But give me 1 second, y'all. But a true athlete knows that pain is temporary. Pain is so temporary. So anything you're going through right now in life that's painful, it won't last. Now, of course, there are always going to be some cases where it's just like, hey, Ocean, I got terminal cancer. Like, what are you talking about? That case, that's tough. And I am so sorry if that's you. I hope that's not anybody out there that's watching this. But what I've learned in life, you have to make the best of every situation. You have to find the best in every situation. God has not brought me here to bring me all the way back down to square zero. I just won't believe that. I won't believe that. You know, I won't believe that for myself, and I won't believe that for you. I won't believe that for you. You always gotta keep going in life, because God forbid if I'm not here today, right? Let's say God takes me, God forbid. He takes me, he takes my body. He says, today is your last day. Guess what? The world still goes on. Somebody's still gonna be shaking their ass. Somebody's still gonna go to Chanel, to Louis Vuitton. Somebody's still gonna be at brunch. Somebody's still gonna be drinking mimosa. Somebody's gonna still be getting married. Somebody's still gonna be birthing their child. Life goes on. That's what I'm trying to get to you here. Life will go on. So you need to go on with your life, because life is not going to just stop because you're in a funky mood or because you hate yourself. You know, life goes on. Regardless, like, God forbid if something happened to Rihanna, guess what? We're gonna be sad for a moment, get right, but you still gotta go clock in. Cause you're not gonna tell your boss, y'all, I'm just cleaning up back of the counter, but you're not gonna tell your boss that Rihanna died and you can't come into work because you're so upset, right? Because you know, bitch, you gotta pay that fucking rent. You know you trying to go to Bali next week, right? So my point is to you, you gotta still go on with life. Because life is gonna go on regardless. Life is gonna go on regardless. And people are not gonna stop their life because you're going through shit. People are not gonna stop their life because you're going through depression. Some people won't even give a F that you're going through depression. Some people don't even understand depression. They're like, oh, you can push through it. You be all right. You know, try telling a Caribbean about depression. They're going to look at you like, listen, when I used to tell my grandmother that my dad was depressed or my mom was depressed, like anything that has to do with mental illness, she would say, oh, they're bad mind. You know what bad mind means? If you're not Caribbean, if you don't know what bad mind means, that means, oh, that person is envious, jealous. How does somebody having depression make them bad mind? That don't make any sense, right? You know, mental illness is now this new phenomenon, but it's always been there. We're just now talking about it. But what I don't want us to do, and I'm talking to myself too, is use anxiety and depression as a crippling way of just staying in a state forever. Right now, girl, I don't feel like cleaning, but I gotta do it, right? Gotta do it because who's gonna do it? And that's how you have to think about life. Nobody's gonna come knock on your door and say, bitch, go to the gym, you a fat bitch, you got a big back. Nobody's gonna do that. You gotta go to the fucking gym. Oh, I can't curse on YouTube. You gotta go to the gym, bitch. You gotta go. You gotta go. I know you gotta exit. You want to floss on. That's how you do it. In life, you know how you get revenge on people? Get your money up, get your body right, get your mind right. That's how you flex. When you happy within yourself, that's how you flex. That's how you flex. When you're living good and you're not even worried about that person, that is how you flex. It's not about, oh, he effed another girl, so guess what? Now I'm gonna F another dude. Like, no, get your money up, sis. You know, do something. You know, start a channel. That's what I'm doing. You know, do something with your life. So you're not like me at 25, like asking yourself, wow, what have I accomplished? As of recent, I've accomplished things, right? But what of as recent have I accomplished that I am really proud of? I can't tell you. Because I've just been wasting time making excuses. Oh, I can't do this until I have this. You're never going to have everything, you know? I've been putting off, the real reason why I've been putting off workout videos is because I didn't have the money for a good tripod. But the real reason is I didn't have a good money to get like all the fancy Gymshark, all the fancy stuff, you know. I was like, you know, no one's gonna pay attention to me because I don't have those things. You know, I don't have the latest this, the latest that. But you know what, girl? F it. Most of the people that you're watching on YouTube right now, the only thing that they had to their name was a damn iPhone. They didn't even have a tripod. They had to put that shit up on the back of the wall where their table's at. Whatever you're doing in life and you're holding yourself back because you don't have anything, make it work. Go to the thrift store, go to Salvation, go somewhere and make it work. Ask around, make it work and figure it out. Figure it out. But stop making excuses. Because when it's said and done, nobody's gonna care about your excuses. They just wanna see what you've done with your life. They're not gonna care about your excuses. They're not gonna care at all. But yeah, if y'all haven't seen me step out for a minute, it's just because I'm walking around. I forgot to put on deodorant today. I'm a real bitch, okay? I'm a real bitch. Like, I ain't gonna come here and pretend like I'm something that I'm not. Like, you know, I'm authentically me. And if you don't mess with that, you gotta just get up over this channel. Cause I'm not doing that fake, I'm perfect, life is perfect. Cause it's not. When it gets perfect, then I could, you know, act like that, but I'm not. I'm not perfect. Far from it. Far from it. You done something bad in life, I could tell you what I did to top that. I probably did worse. That's how I feel. You know, that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean up right now. It's a friggin' mess. A friggin' mess. A friggin' mess. But yeah, y'all, I'm not gonna keep blabbing, but I don't have anything to talk about. But the next time you see me, I'll be juicing or whatever. I just wanted to chat with y'all. And thank you for watching, subscribe and like. This is like my first video where I'm like, you know, talking to y'all, just chatting, you know, about different stuff. So hopefully you mess with my personality, because I'm cool. I like to think so. Anyway, subscribe and like. Bye.